Hello everybody, long time no see. It's been probably over a year since I did my last video, which I'm very sorry about. Life just kind of got away with me a little bit. I started university last September, so I've been there a year now. And it's just, I think if you've been to university you kind of know what it's like. It's just kind of one deadline after another, and because I work through the summers as well, I haven't had that big time off that most people have. So yeah, that's why I haven't posted in a while. I'm very sorry. And I've been promising this everyday makeup routine for a long time, but I managed to promise it in the middle of a really busy term, which was last term, and then I never got around to it. And then I filmed it before I went away to Whitby, which if you're from Instagram you know I went to Whitby and had the best time, and then I didn't really like it. It was just not, I don't know, I didn't vibe with it. So I'm filming it again and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So yeah, let's get into the makeup. So firstly I moisturise. I usually use this one, which is the Green People Nordic Roots Apple Complex Moisturiser, and I got sent this recently, and it's really good, and it's cruelty-free and vegan, and I just really like it. Or I use the Boots, I think it's from the Glow range, the I think it's a salicylic acid serum. I will link it down below. So yeah, I either use that or this. I don't use anything too heavy. I have quite an oily T-zone, so my nose really gets quite oily. So I will just use a light moisturiser in the daytime, and then because I get dry patches as well, lucky me, I have both oily and dry skin, I will then use a kind of more heavy duty moisturiser in the evening. Regarding skincare, I don't really do a lot. I kind of just, with this I got sent a cleanser, so I just kind of like cleanse my face in the shower, or I use a bit of Dermalogica, which I've been sent before as well. So I use that in the shower, just kind of wash it off, and then I just moisturise afterwards. That's literally all I do. So I would say I would do a skincare routine, but there's not much to show you. I used to do like 5 or 6 step routine, but it just didn't work with my skin. I think my skin just prefers a bit of water, a bit of cleanser, a bit of moisturiser. Keep it simple. So anyway, moisturise with that, and I have moisturised my lips with the Carmex. I have the mint one, just makes you all tingly and nice. I think this is cruelty-free and vegan as well. Might not be vegan, I think it's cruelty-free. Just a standard good one. And then I have primed with my, oh, I just dropped my bloody sponge. And I have primed with my Makeup Obsession brightening primer. The packaging isn't great. You know, when you see something online and you're like, oh, that might look alright in person. It didn't. It still looks very tacky, but it does the job. It's kind of a peachy colour, so it brightens my skin. Not that you might be able to tell right now, I'm not really sure, I'm quite tired. And just kind of evens everything out just a little bit, not very much. So I've done that, and yeah, that's my base and prep done, and then I move on to the makeup. So firstly I will take this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Correct in Peach under my eyes. As you can see, I don't know if you can see very well because of the lights, I have such bad dark under eye circles. I've always had them since I was a little kid, and so I just use this for a little bit of extra brightening under it. Otherwise I end up using like 5 layers of concealer, and it's not the one. So just pop it. I don't do too much because otherwise it can look really quite cakey and nice under your eyes. And then I use my beauty blender to just blend that in. I think some correctors, they can look really quite stark, like you can get ones that make you look proper pink under your eyes, or green ones which can make you look very, very green. You need quite a lot to cover it up, whereas this one's quite subtle. but it does the job. As you can tell, I have a bit of a breakout situation going on at the moment. The lovely masks we have to wear because of COVID, and I understand, it's fine, keep safe, wear your mask. It's just, it breaks me out. Even if I wash my mask like every time I go out, it's still, my skin still doesn't like it. But hey ho, it keeps us safe. And then I will go in with my foundation, which is the Ordinary Serum Foundation. This is kind of more like, oh, give it a shake. This is more like a BB cream type foundation, drop watery type thing. It's not really a heavy cream foundation. Age of about 13 to 16. Everyone else used the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. I think that's what it's called, in the tub, and just paste it on. I had my own version. I had the Rimmel Stay Matte, I think, in purple and a white tube. It's very thick, and I used to paste it on my skin. And I was like, oh, it's gonna make my skin look flawless. It didn't, it really didn't. And because of that, and because of my oily T-zone, I ended up getting cystic acne on my nose, which was very painful. And because I was like, oh my gosh, I need to cover it, I just put more on. Don't do that. Yeah, so now I have scarring on my nose, which is one of the things I am very insecure about in like photos, or when I meet people for the first time, or when I used to have crushes, like when I had a crush on Will, which I was just like hide it and stuff. I'm quite insecure about it, but it's something that I have, you know, people have insecurities, and I have learned not to paste on the makeup anymore. So this is a good one. Its serum foundation is lightweight, and it's a serum formula. It's lightweight. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like very runny. So I just dab this on. It looks like I'm putting on quite a lot, but it's actually very thin. Then I would just blend it in. The thing with using a lightweight foundation is that it doesn't cover everything, but I kind of like that look. I used to watch Estee Lalonde when I was younger. I still do, but I used to just love everything she did. And in one of her makeup, well, in most of her makeup videos at the time, she said that, I just blend up my eyelids as well because I have very veiny eyelids. She said that she prefers to have a more natural kind of base, don't cake it on, and then go in with like a spot concealer and under eyes afterwards, just so it looks more natural rather than caking on foundation and caking on the concealer. So just blend, make sure I've got everywhere. Sometimes I miss bits, and Will's like, yo Lizzie, got a bit of white here, and I'm like, ah. Oh. So just make sure I blend it all. Just put it in there. You can tell I'm not a beauty guru, can't you? And then I will take my concealer. This is looking a bit grubby. This is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. The best concealer I've ever used. It's Fiverr. It's vegan and cruelty-free. And it's like the collection for the oldies, collection 2000 concealer, but hydrating, and you get a really big tube of it. So good. Because I am, not that you can probably tell, a tiny bit tanned at the moment, I will use a bit of this. I don't know, oh wait, in the shade Fair Warm, and then I'll pop just a tiny bit of this one with it, just to make it warm up a little bit, which is medium beige, and I think it's way too dark, but you know, on the website it looks kind of alright, and then you get it in person, you're like, oh my gosh, that is too dark. So that's where I do a tiny bit. Sometimes I use my beauty blender, sometimes I use my fingers. Today I'm going to use the beauty blender just because it looks a little bit more, I know what I'm doing. Go onto the eyelid. Just blend it, blend it. Originally, when I put the idea of doing an everyday makeup routine out there to Instagram, I was going to do a Q&A with it, but I need to focus on what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have like orange face, and you guys are gonna be like, does she actually do that every day? So, I had one interesting question that I really want to answer though. Bear with me, I'm just gonna get my eyebrow product. So usually I will use the e.l.f. brow pencil because it is very good. I've had it for years, well not this one for years, I've been using it for years. But since I dyed my hair brown, this one's a little bit too pale, so I'm currently waiting for one in the post. But until it comes, I am using this Barry M one, which is called Brow Wow, which is quite cool. So I will just fill it, and you can see what I'm doing whilst I natural. So I got a question that was like, do you see makeup as a mask or as a positive expression? And I think I definitely, like when I was talking about being a teenager and using a lot of product on my face, I definitely saw it as a mask. I saw it as a, I'm not pretty enough, I need to cover my face up. But now I see it, I wouldn't say a positive expression. I think people can use it as a positive expression, like drag artists and people like that are amazing at what they do, and makeup gurus on YouTube and makeup people on Instagram as well, just like all those kind of people are amazing at what they do. And for me, I see that as a positive expression. But regarding my makeup on an everyday, I just kind of see it as a bit of fun, something to mess around with, something I don't need to take too seriously, and just something that makes you feel a bit put together. I'd say I'm worlds more confident with makeup on. Like, I will quite happily go outside without any makeup on and be fine. But it just, I don't know, just makes you feel a bit more put together. And if I'm going out shooting for Instagram or anything like that, then obviously I will put makeup on. I don't know, I think it's just like, if you're gonna wear a banging outfit, you want to feel banging. And for me, that comes with a bit of makeup as well. This girl knew me when I caked it on, which is probably why she's asked me, because nobody really knows what I put on my face, which is why I'm doing this video. But people who knew me back then probably still think I cake on the makeup, which is why they might think I see it as a mask still, but I don't. I used to never, ever, my dad can vouch for this, and my sister, go outside without makeup on. It just didn't happen. Whereas now, I can happily go in a sweatshirt, joggers, no makeup. Hi everyone. It just doesn't bother me anymore, which is a big thing for me because it did bother me for ages. Anyway, I will do my eyes next. With my eyes, I don't really do very much. I just kind of put bronzer in my crease and that's about it. So I will do that. I use this Makeup Revolution bronzer in P8. I don't even use a brush. I just kind of dip it in and then put it on my crease. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see very much because of the light, but it doesn't really do much in real life, to be honest. It just defines just a little bit, so I don't look like I have little mouse eyes. So that's literally all I do. And then I will, this is the bit I was a little bit worried about because people can be quite judgy on the internet sometimes, but I do a brightening layer under my eyes, and then I do 2 layers of concealer because I feel more confident when you can see my eye bags less. So I will go in with my concealer again. I don't do like big wads of triangle or use the whole tube. But I will go in with a little bit again, just so I feel they're covered enough. I don't know, go back to the mask thing, maybe this does mean I mask my under eyes a little bit, I don't really know. Blend it with my fingers to try and, I don't know, I guess the warmth from your fingers blends it into your skin a bit better. So that's what I will do. Make sure I don't go too crazy and start blending it all the way over the bronzer I've just done. But if there are any like veiny patches still all going through, sorry you can't see, I will just pat over them. I think the whole thing with this whole bronzer thing though is that it doesn't need to look perfect. I very much prefer the natural look to the precise eyeshadow look. It's just not really me, and smoky eyes I could not pull off to save my life, so you won't be seeing that on my channel. What do I do now? Maybe a bit of brow gel. I have made a conscious effort to make sure everything that I use is cruelty-free and vegan. Well, most of it vegan, but definitely cruelty-free. But I still have products from before I made this decision, and one of these products is the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. For me, I don't want to just throw makeup out because it's not cruelty-free. Like, in the long run, that has a worse effect on the environment. If I just throw everything out and be like, right, I'm only going to use cruelty-free stuff, think of how much makeup I'm going to be wasting. So I'd just rather use it up and then make more conscious decisions when I need to repurchase. It's just me personally. People can do what they want, but that's just what I feel comfortable with. So we'll do that and then curl my eyelashes, look away, skip forward if you don't like it. Some people will find it creepy. I curled Will's eyelashes once and he's been scarred for life ever since. He says he doesn't like the way it feels. He says it's just metal way too close to his eyes, which I can understand. So now probably powder and then bronze. So for powder I use Makeup Revolution loose powder in Infinite. Try not to get this absolutely everywhere because it's been in my handbag. It's been in my handbag since Whitby actually. You know how much your bag can get thrown around on car journeys. So I just powder. Like you see that spot is still showing through, but I don't really mind that much because I don't want to cake up on my face. I'd rather you just still saw a bit of spottage and just let it breathe and just be like, oh hey, this is my face, I have a bit of a spot on. Spot on my chin. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about covering that really. And then I will bronze, go with my Revolution in P8 again. I'm actually looking for a new bronzer because this one has so much fallout. I don't know if you can see that. It's too much for me. Usually I do my makeup sat on my bed because that's where the window is, and if I've got white bedding and this falls out, it is not a good thing. I'll just bronze it again, unless I am shooting and I feel I need a bit more like definition. I want my cheekbones to be popping in a photo or something. I don't really use that much bronzer, I just kind of go whatever. And then probably lipstick. I use different ones. I just get some out that I use. This one, which is Nath, which I think they're a makeup artist or somebody on YouTube. I don't know. I'm showing my ignorance here. But it's just like this nudie colour in the shade Biscuit, or this Makeup Revolution one in Brunch, which is more of a matte one, and you can see I've just ruined the nib a little there. or Primark one in this Luster. I don't know if that's the shade. No, the shade is Toast. Luster, I guess, is the lipstick brand, which is more of a it's more of a peachy nude. Today I will go in, I don't know, because I've got quite moisturised lips, I feel like I can get away with a more matte one today, so I'm going to go with the brunch one from Makeup Revolution. And this is really good if you don't want to top your makeup up too much during the day. This stays on quite a long time, which we all love. So much pressure when you're in front of the camera, I don't know why. And then finally, mascara. I use many different ones. I kind of switch it out. I have some non-cruelty-free ones such as Clinique. What other ones do I have? Bobbi Brown. Like I said, I will use them up, but I usually use these two really. Opposite ends of the spectrum. So this one's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Very nice. I love the packaging. It feels so luxurious. Or I will use the Natural Collection lengthening mascara, which is actually really good and I really enjoy it. So I will just, sorry, you try to see. Brush down and then wiggle my way up. If I'm not wearing eyeliner, which I don't on a regular basis anymore. I used to have to wear eyeliner when I did my makeup. Just can't be bothered. And I feel maybe you can see a bit more what my eyes actually look like without having wings on them. Does that make any sense? I guess it's just a bit more natural, which is what I'm going for recently. And that is pretty much it. Basic. There's not much else to say about it. That's just kind of what I do on a regular basis. And I'll sort my hair out and I'll be back. So that is what I do for my everyday makeup routine. Sorry that it's not as glamorous as some of you thought it might be, but yeah, that's basically just what I do. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're all staying positive in this really weird time. And that's about it. Thank you so much guys for watching. Leave a like. Give this video a like. I'm not used to this. If you did enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see more of me. Thank you. Stay smiling and stay safe. Bye.